Alright, gameplay. Alright, gameplay. What's gameplay like? Well, if you play Resident Evil 4, which is one of the best survival horrors ever, arguably the best, I really like it, but it basically takes that formula from Resident Evil 4, the same formula, but it, for some reason, it just makes it so bloody generic, so action orientated. It spoils it, and it's, I know people like multiplayer, but they made this primarily a co-op based game. This is Resident Evil. I know they did Outbreak, that had some co-op in it, but this is the future. They're saying Resident Evil is now a multiplayer experience. And you can tell, the way it's designed, you can tell it was made for 2 players. But the problem is, right, a lot of people won't have access to 2 players who are playing it. Because their market, Resident Evil's always been single player. So they're excluding half their audience by making it multiplayer, which is stupid. And the AI, Sheva's AI, oh, God. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Sheva's AI. Ah, it's not very good. It's really bad. She never goes where you want. It's like there's a bit where you want to go through the door. It's like Sheva, follow me through this door, and she stands there. And it's like, Sheva, come on. Then she turns around and runs in that direction for about 2 minutes, and then she goes through the door. It's like she has to get bearings first. It's like, oh, compass is acting up. It's stupid, bloody stupid. It's shite, right? But I must say, it is a fun game. As a game, you have to look at it as a game. It's quite fun. I think Sheva's a rate problem though, because you know in other Resident Evils, a big thing was item management and managing your ammo. You can't do that in this because Sheva wastes it so much. You can't give her ammo or she wastes it. But if you don't give her ammo, then she dies. So what, we're supposed to waste our ammo? Or we just leave her to it? Or that's why you gotta have 2 players, because we are 2 players. It's not impossible, but it's, you know, in professional it's a lot harder if you don't have 2 players. I had to do it with 2 players on professional. Fucking right, it wound me up. Right, you know a 4th one. Even AI in 4th one's better. You know Ashley's AI. She follows you like a human being. You say follow me, and she follows you right behind you like a human would follow you. If you said to Sheva, if Sheva follows you, she takes all these weird paths and she says, come on, and it's like, Sheva, shut up, woman. But yeah, winds me up. Another thing, Resident Evil is a horror game. It's a horror franchise. It's the granddaddy of survival horror. And this is what it says on the back. It's like, this is going to be right scary. It says, a fear you cannot forget. I forgot this fear instantly as soon as I played this piece of shit. Because it lies, people. This game is a lie. It's a blatant lie. And it shouldn't be shit on. I've said shit a lot. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yeah, in terms of gameplay, it's not right. It's alright as a game, but it just don't. It has a. Do you know what I mean? Resident Evil 4 set a standard. This doesn't meet that standard at all. You know the way Resident Evil 4 was paced? It were perfect. Every single part of that game was perfectly paced. All the set pieces were set at the right time. All boss battles were at the right time. All enemies were well balanced. It was just brilliant. Every aspect was brilliant. This fails to do that. It's as if they had 5 years of something fucking stupid working on it, and they didn't. It's like they forgot how to make their own game. Another thing, you know, there's so many points I could go on about. It winds me up. You can tell. You can tell, can't you? He upsets me. Anyway, I need to move on because I've already had 13 minutes of this, and we need to move on. So my next category, which I will do, is longevity. Or longevity, as I used to. I always said longevity, I don't know why. Till other month, yeah. But why longevity? What am I doing? I'm sorry, I'm off track. You're distracting me. Shut up. Longevity, in terms of longevity, for this generation, I reckon it's actually alright. In terms of longevity. Because it took me 2 weeks to do everything. That ain't good, is it? I've just realised that's actually shit. So no, in terms of longevity, it's shit. Other Resident Evils, Resident Evil 4, I still play to this day. Resident Evil original, I didn't really like it. It was a bit clunky. But the remake is immense. I still play that. Resident Evil 2, I still play. Resident Evil 3 did my head in. But that's about it. Resident Evil 4 is my main one. But that I love. And that game, that sets another standard. First time I played that on normal, 12 hours. Resident Evil 5, first time on normal, starting weapons, no. Took me, how long were it now? I think it was 6 hours. 6 fucking hours. That's half of Resident Evil 4. They made half the game through this, because they've been pissing about with multiplayer and making cutscenes.